15. So we're going to, hey everybody, my name's Michelle Stuchel, and I just want to say welcome to Possibilities and to this call. Go ahead and drop in the chat where you are tuning in from. And if Plexus products have helped you in some way, can you go ahead and put what Plexus has helped you with in the chat as well? That would be really helpful. And I am so glad that you're here. You are here because you have said yes to, or you're checking out making money with Plexus. And I just want to say that this is one of the best decisions of my entire life. I am a better wife, mom, leader, human because of this opportunity. And I want to show you what is on the table this month. You are starting at a great time. And you can see here, this is real numbers, real money. There's real income on the table this month. And I just want you to get an idea so you can see what's available. This month, if this is mind blowing to me, someone new can come in and earn over $4,000 if they grabbed 10 friends and helped two of them grab 9 or 10 friends. $4,000, and because of a promotion called the Icon promotion this month. And this is real money, okay? Real money. This is not pie in the sky. This is available to you. Now, when I started, in my first month sharing, I had 7 people join me and I made almost $500 my first month. So, anything is possible here. And I want to encourage you to, take off the limiting beliefs, be excited because this is available to you. But before we get into the how, you need to understand the why and why Plexus is so special and what has gotten us here in the first place. And it's precisely because we have fantastic, life-changing products that are literally helping people improve their lives every single day. Okay, so for those of you that don't know me, my name's Michelle. I'm wife to James, mom of 3 world-changing girls, and I'm a sapphire with Plexus. And before Plexus, I was not a woman that you would say was living in possibility. I was a woman living in survival mode, okay? When we moved to Savannah 17 years ago, my health didn't just dip, it tanked. And not in a like one diagnosis way, but it was the quiet drip that so many women just power through, right? Chronic sinus infections, awful allergies, PCOS. I had crazy hormones, sugar cravings, terrible sleep. I had 2 little kids running around. Some autoimmune issues starting, gaining and losing the same 10 to 15 pounds dozens and dozens and dozens of times, chronic bloating and constipation. And listen, it was so bad that once when my in-laws came to visit us, the first thing out of my mother-in-law's mouth was, "You didn't tell us you were expecting." And I wasn't pregnant. I was just miserable. And I didn't feel like myself. I didn't feel like the mom or the wife that I wanted to be. I was yelling, exhausted, guilty, constantly living for bedtime. And this is what hit me the hardest. Jesus promised this abundant life, and I was firmly planted in survival. And then Brittany, who was another homeschooling mom, I was homeschooling at the time, shared Plexus with me at my lowest point, okay? And she didn't know that I was desperate. And I actually put her off for some time until there was I crashed and I needed something to change. And when I talked to my husband, he said, "Well, at least you can get your money back this time when it doesn't work." But I never needed a refund. Within the first month, I started noticing subtle changes that I didn't even know to hope for. Fewer cravings. I didn't want to lick the spoon when we were making cookies. I mean, that was a miracle in and of itself. I was waking up feeling rested. I wasn't finishing my coffee. I wanted to work out longer and harder. I wasn't snapping at my kids and just feeling good. And then came the moment that changed everything. And every time I tell this story, I tear up. I had a baby at 43, surprise, and she was about 2. So, I was pushing her. We were in our grocery store, which is kind of like the DMV of grocery stores. It's not exactly a pleasant place to be. And I was pushing her and we were singing and dancing. And then I just stopped dead in my tracks. And I thought, what am I doing? Because I never did this with my other kids. Like I never did this with her. And she was almost 2. And the answer was simple. I was happy because I felt good for the first time in years. And it broke me. I just cried and cried and cried right there in front of the milk because I realized how much of my life I had been missing. And if I was silently suffering like this, missing life, I knew that other people were too. Okay, I knew other women were too. And I couldn't keep that to myself. So fast forward 8.5 years, Plexus has not only changed my health, but it's changed our family and our future. We've sent our girls to the best Christian school in the area. We've taken them to multiple Broadway shows, and those are not inexpensive. We've traveled internationally on trips paid for by the company. And in fact, I'm taking my middle daughter on her 3rd international trip that I earned with Plexus. Her 3rd trip. And now at 53, I am stronger and healthier and more in tune and living out of God's purpose for my life than I ever have. See, this company not only transformed my health, but it also transformed what was possible for my family's future. And that's why we're here tonight, because possibility is available for you too. So when I tell you that I believe in what you're stepping into, it's because I've lived it. I know what's possible when a woman starts to feel good again. And I know what's possible when she decides that she wants more. And that's why I'm excited for you, because this gives real opportunities, real solutions. Whether you're wanting margin or breathing room, some extra cash for spring break, or you want to create a part-time or full-time income, all of that is possible. And we have a team and systems that make it simple and doable. But I also know how I felt when I was first getting started. So please don't miss this. I was insecure. I was nervous. I was afraid of what people were going to think. But here's the thing. I didn't know if I would be successful because I'd actually tried 2 different network marketing companies before and lost money. So if you're feeling like that, that doesn't disqualify you in any way, shape, or form. And it can be actually normal. Most people have questions or fears. But here's the thing. Successful people, they still can feel uncomfortable. They just take steps forward because they want change more than they want to hold on to their fear. I absolutely did it afraid, and I'm so glad I did. So if you can relate to any of those feelings, just know that you can be crazy successful too. So let me ask you this. What is your why? What memories do you want to create? What could this do for your family? $500 a month, $1,000, $2,000. What could that mean for you? Is it groceries you want to buy, travel ball, vacation, giving your husband options? What is it? For me, it was freedom, it was margin, it was the extras, it was travel. I wanted a vacation that wasn't just to go see grandparents. Giving our girls opportunities to thrive, taking pressure off my husband. Okay, now we're going to make it real. I hope you all have a paper, or if not, write it down on your phone, type it in on your notes. I want you to take a minute and I want you to write down, how much money do you want to make with Plexus a month? Go ahead, write that number down. Okay, now I want you to write, going back to that page before, what will that allow for your family? What will you use the money for? Trips, travel ball, spring break, mortgage, savings. Okay. Now I want you to write down when you see that money in your bank account, how are you going to feel? Relieved, happy, excited, grateful? What emotions are coming up for you? Okay. Now, friends, take that number and I want you to double it. Now, now, how do you feel? What does your life look like? What could this mean for your family? I want you to know it's absolutely possible. We have real, clean, natural products, solutions to problems that people are looking for. Thousands and thousands upon thousands of people have been helped with Plexus. And people are looking for these solutions. Health and wellness is a $3 trillion industry, and gut health is the most searched term in this area on the internet globally. And we are the OG gut health company. See, we have answers to two of life's biggest problems outside the Lord: health and finances. You get paid by helping people improve their lives. It is such a beautiful business model. And our compensation is second to none. Plexus is so generous and our earning potential is unlimited. Okay, so let's get to it. Alrighty, what I want you to do is for the next 2 minutes, I'm going to set a timer. I want you to write down every name that comes to your mind. I don't want you to censor it. Do not prejudge. Okay? Here's a list here. I prompt you a little bit. Write down the names. Timer starts now. Your friends, like who do you go to Bible study with? Who are the soccer moms that you're in the bleachers with? Who do you do carpool with? Who's in your neighborhood? Who do you sit next to in church? Your coworkers. Write all the names down. All righty. Everyone got a list of names? Family, friends? Okay, now look at that list and I want you to circle three names that are closest to you. These are the three people we're going to message tonight. Okay, so let's talk about how we actually make money with Plexus. And here's the thing, it's not based on luck or personality, whether you're outgoing or introverted. It starts with conversations. Excuse me. We are in a people helping people industry. And it just means talking to people, okay? Real conversations with real people, not copy and paste messages. And I'm going to give you a formula that you can use with all your conversations that's authentic and real and love led, okay? And here it is. You're going to share your problem, the solution you found, your excitement for your results, and why I thought of you. This is what we call your story. And we're going to work on that now, okay? So I want you to write down number one, what problems did you have? Write on your phone or your piece of paper. Was it sleep, no energy, bloating, snapping at your kids? Write down your issues that you had. And then the solution, the products that we found, and then how you feel now. You're excited for your results. Okay. Now I want you to notice in this formula, the first three elements will always stay the same, right? Okay. The last element, why I thought of you, that will change depending on who you're talking to. And this story formula makes it so natural and authentic to start a conversation. For example, I started with my mom and my two close friends, okay? So I said something like this, hey mom, you know that I've been struggling with sleep and energy and awful bathroom habits. Well, I'm so excited about these products I just ordered. They're helping so many people. I know you've been wanting help with energy too. You should totally check this out. I think it could really help you. Do you want me to send you the info? Do you see how simple and authentic and real that was? Right? Okay, now what if the person that you circled has an issue that's not the same as yours? Okay, well, listen to this. This is what I sent to one of my best friends. Hey, Nicole, you know that I've been struggling with sleep and energy and awful bathroom habits. Well, I'm so excited about these products I just ordered. They're helping so many people with so many things, even thyroid issues like you're dealing with. Turns out it's all about dealing with root issues. I think it could really help you. Do you want to see what I'm using? It's so very natural and belief building. I love this formula. So, what we're going to do now is we're actually going to message three people. I'm going to drop these messages as samples in the chat, but those are just samples. I purposefully did not want you, this is not about a script. This is your story. You're going to share your problem, the solution you found, that you're excited about your results, and why I thought of you. Okay? So I'm going to mute myself for almost 5 minutes and we're going to message those three people. Let's go. Alrighty, it's not quite 5 minutes, but how did it go? Go ahead and drop in the chat who you messaged. Now let's kind of pivot here. Drop in the chat who you were able to message. Okay, was it your mom, your sister, your neighbor? Now let me ask you this. What about for the business? Because you're here because you want to earn an income, right? Well, maybe your best friend does too, right? 70% of all women in America are looking for ways to make money from home. You have people right now in your life praying for a way to make money, just like you were, right? And it's the process is exactly the same, okay, for the business side. We were a one income family. So we didn't have margin for extras like vacations or piano lessons or going to Target without feeling guilty. The solution, making an income with Plexus. And my excitement, I'm so excited for what this could mean for our family and the girls and our future. And why I thought of you, because I know that you've been thinking about travel ball or planning for spring break. So here's an example how simple this could be. Hey Nicole, I was feeling really frustrated and actually discouraged because I wanted to take the girls to Disney, but didn't know how we were going to pay for it. And I'm really excited because I found something that a lot of women are doing from home and making real money. I know you've been talking about how expensive travel ball is. You should totally look at this. Maybe we could do it together. Do you see? Again, same formula. It's authentic and love led. Okay, so for homework, you're going to message one person about the opportunity. Go back to your list, circle who you're going to message about the opportunity, and then you're going to message that person. Okay, go ahead and take a picture of this screen. I don't want you to open the QR code next. You may have already gotten this from whoever invited you to this call. This is our Simple Start system. You have joined a team where we have systems for every part of this journey in this business. And this guide will lead you step by step in conversations and following up consistently, creating an income. Everybody got a picture of it? Alrighty. Now, oh, whoops, I think I missed a slide. I sure did. I don't know how that happened. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. I also want you to take a picture of this slide. This is the Confident Conversations Guide. Take a picture of this. This is another great resource. This guide actually has flows of conversations in different scenarios, everything you need to help you with conversations from start to finish. This will be a great reference the further on you go in your conversations. Okay, let's talk about the next step. Once you've started the conversation, it is normal to follow up with people. Okay, you just messaged your best friend, your mom, and you're just going to be normal. Think of how you would talk to them. Hey, I'm so excited about this. Did you see my message? When can we talk? That's normal. You don't need a script for that. And all you're going to do is continue to work through your list. All those people that you wrote down a few minutes ago, share your story, the problem you had, the solution you found, how excited you are, and why you thought of them. Now, you know how when you buy a white car, all you see on the road is white cars, right? Okay. You're going to be thinking of more people. More people are going to be popping into your head. Write them down on your list. Keep adding to your list, okay? Susie needs these products. Tiffany would rock this. Write all those names down, okay? Now, just so you have proper expectations, if you want 3 people to join you, be willing to talk to 30. That's just average. And it's okay if people aren't interested at the moment. The ones that aren't, they will be at some point. Everybody joins at some point. So just focus on getting 20 to 30 conversations started to get three people. Some of you, the very first three people that you talk to will join you. Others, it'll be closer to 20 or 30, which is totally fine. We're going to teach you how to follow up and what to do with all of those groups of people. And they are all going to join at some point. And you just work the list with the same formula. Okay, now before we go, I just want to circle back to my story. Remember how I said that I was exhausted, overwhelmed, and really lost hope? My husband and I argued a lot about money, and I felt stuck. I felt guilty for wanting more for me and my family, and I desperately wanted change. See, if Brittany had not started a conversation with me, asked me about my health and my life, if she had not shared what was possible for me and my family, these pictures, these memories, none of them would exist. In fact, not to be over dramatic, but I may not even be here because I was one of those people with awful respiratory issues. So it's entirely possible I could have been one of the people on respirators during COVID. None of these memories, none of the change, none of the hope, none of the impact, none of the possibilities, none of the life that we've experienced and built. All because Brittany saw me, reached out to me. She didn't let fear or insecurity stop her from reaching out, seeing if I had a need, serving me, and showing me the possibilities. So here I am, and everything has changed. And I'm so proud, so grateful, so humbled to be that girl, to offer hope and possibilities to others. And friend, that can be who you can be too. Whose story are you going to be a part of? Who are you going to help? Who's going to thank you for being that girl? And all you need to do is start. Take action. Keep messaging people. So remember, friend, your possibilities, they absolutely can become reality. Thanks everybody for joining us. We cannot wait to see your story unfold. Get back with the person that invited you to this event and keep working through your list. Have a great night, everybody.